Yeah, welcome to the Boar's Nest with BubbaDuke. Hopefully you can hear me. If you can't hear me, let me know in the comments, please, because something just went completely awry here. Because you know what time it is. It is time for the paranormal, the conspiracy theories, the danger zone. Yes, that's true. That is correct. BubbaDuke is back with another episode of his paranormal talk / conspiracy theory talk. So, before I get into that crazy stuff, I need to tell a story here, and hopefully y'all can hear me because I couldn't hear my intro or anything, so I can't tell if it's working or not. But here we go. I can't understand what that says, Felicia. This is what it looks like. What in the world is that? 2 square boxes. I tell you, every time I go to talk about this paranormal stuff or conspiracy theories or different things like that, everything goes the frick awry, man. Completely. First, I'd like to give a shout out to Veterans Day in the States. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I am flying my POW MIA flag loud and proud. I myself didn't directly serve directly. I did my basic training and got hurt. So I finished my 3-year commission via helping cadets, which was pretty cool. But let's move on. Thank you again. Yes, thank you. I salute you. Those who have passed, those who are Bam. Let's unmute myself. Bam! Can you hear me now? Do I have to start the show over again? Felicia, give me a thumbs up or yes, you can hear me. Please. I think that's Felicia in the viewers box up here via the Boar's Nest on Facebook. Thank you for joining. Even if you can't hear me, I might have to shut this down and start over. If you have to, Felicia, come downstairs. Let me know. Come to the Boar's Nest. Let me in. Let me out. Do I need to start over again? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. All right. I don't know who's here now, but can you let me know if you can hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me talking? If you can't, and that's Felicia, please come downstairs and I will restart the entire show because it's the Boar's Nest and I can do what I want. I just don't want to get into my story and nobody hear it. And I forgot my hat anyway. So I don't know what to tell you people. Everything's listen, Linda. Hold on. Yeah. Technical difficulties. I tried using one of these. The USB, I got so many things plugged in. I'm like, let's use one of these things, see if it works. Apparently, it don't work. People are coming in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And I can't. Yes, I can. Turnbuckle Studios. Can you hear me? Question mark. Oh, it's because I'm on. Oh, yeah, that's right too. I'm on a bunch of different programs. So I'm just going to continue, and if it's not working, someone will come down and tell me. Hopefully. Let me check on my faces of books here, my books of faces, and just go like this, and go here, and go. If you can't hear me, come downstairs or text me. I just texted Honey. See if she can hear me. If she can, then we're going to continue with their stories. If she can't, I will restart my show and just go from there. Ba 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 da da. Ba 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 da da da. Okay. So she says she can hear me, but she's not going to watch my show because she doesn't want to support me, but whatever. Okay, let's go. Let's continue. So I bought some records a while ago, and I didn't really look at them. I just like it's Johnny Cash, some old school, some records I didn't have with Johnny Cash. I'm trying to complete my father's collection. So I bought these records off a gentleman that I worked with. He's moving, getting rid of his collection. So BubbaDuke, being the smart man that he is, hey, what Johnny Cash albums do you have so I could complete my collection for my dad? Because dad's passed now. So what do? I buy these, I put them aside. I'm like, yeah, whatever, it's Johnny Cash. I'll listen to it when I listen to it. So I'm moving. I'm in the process of moving the Boar's Nest. Um, and in this process, I'm like, whoa, look, I got some Johnny Cash records. So I go to play the golden greatest hits of Johnny Cash, Volume 2, and I pull out. What do I pull out? I pulled out the album, and there's coffee filters in this record. Well, I'm looking and I'm going, why is there coffee filters? And I open them up, and there's weed in these filters, like pot leaves. There's two of them, like giant pot leaves, and there's a bunch of little ones, all dried out. I would show you, but I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube or Facebook or that kind of thing. But we could talk about it, so they can't kick us off. Um, so I'm looking at these things, going, "What am I going to do with it?" Like, I don't smoke. It's been almost 17 years since I've smoked weed, and um, my girlfriend, you've seen her, honey. She's like, well, let's put them in a picture because you don't smoke it. There's no reason why we can't hang them up and just display them because I've never seen anything like that in a record. Like I've never found anything like that. So it's like, what do I do? It freaked me out. I was like, uh, well, let's hope the cops don't show up at the door, right? Like, no, I don't want to go to jail for having pot leaves in my house. But found out through the law, I'm allowed to have them. They're not, they're just there for display. So yeah, it kind of freaked me out, man. I thought I was gonna go to jail. But on a different note, let's get back to our show. So, as you all know, it came in the mail. I'm not going to show you the white side because it's got my address on there. I'll put my thumb over it. So it come in the mail, as you can see. So let's give it an open. Now, I did do some research about what this is about. So I'm gonna have to do some real quick. And okay, there's the card. Okay. Let's do the card first. Yeah. Okay, so our thing is Haunted Yellowstone. Okay, so we got Haunted Yellowstone. And there's a picture. I'll hold it back here so you can see it. That looks like the giant hotel, Yellowstone Hotel. And as you know, on the back, there's a little thing, a write up. Oh, let's turn. Let's see if I can get this in there for you. If you want, take a screenshot real quick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so it says, looking for a haunting hotel experience. Many Yellowstone staffers claim that Old Faithful Snow Lodge is home to some spooky what appearances. But as Leslie points out, I guess Leslie would be one of the girls that works at this hotel. The hotel was built in 2000, and what self-respecting ghost would want to haunt around a brand new hotel? Uh, I would, because that'd be cool. Be the first ghost to haunt a brand new hotel. There you go. Put that on your resume. Yeah, I'm a ghost that haunts hotels, and I was the first one in this place. Thank you. So you can all leave. I got this covered. So it says we think ghosts would prefer to drag their chains around large historical older hotels, such as Old Faithful Inn, which opened, it says quotes here, opened in 1904, 3 years after my great aunt Sophia was born. That's a long time ago, people. Lake Yellowstone Hotel opened in 1891. Wow. And Mammoth Hot Springs Hotel opened in 1937. Years ago, a woman, okay, sorry. It stops there and then it starts a new sentence, sorry. Years ago, a woman staying at the Old Faithful Inn is rumored to have seen a woman dressed in late 1800s attire floating at the foot of her bed during the night. The story goes that the next day her husband showed the hotel's activities agent the claw marks in his shoulder from his frightened wife's fingernails. Fact or fiction? Book a stay at the Old Faithful Inn and see for yourself. Okay, so people, while you're watching this, there's a little list, or not a list, a comment section. So listen to what I said. Do you think that's true or do you think that's false? Okay, give me 1 second here because that's that. I'm going to do some little typing here. And I'm going to pull up Yellowstone National Park trips. Okay. They got a thing in here for haunted hotels. Okay. So this would be the. Which one is this one? This one would be. I think this is the Old Faithful Yellowstone. Yeah, this is the Old Faithful Hotel. Yeah, Old Faithful Hotel. Okay. So this is called Ghost, the Ghost in Room 2. A while ago, a woman wakes up petrified in her room, which is room number 2, at the Old Faithful Inn. She's shaking with fear, and clutching at her husband, uh, rosing, I don't know him, and asking him to can if he can see the woman dressed in the 1890s garb floating at the foot of the bed. The next morning, same thing. He told the agent, whoops, I hit the wrong button. Agent at the hotel, Linda Berry, the story and showed her the claw marks on his shoulder from his wife's fingernails. So same thing, right? It's not just one person that has heard this and or seen it. There's another story about the headless bride. They tell you the mysterious doors. Like, they got a bunch of things in here, like the phantom fire extinguishing exteriors. Like they just float around apparently and put out fires. That'd be cool. Why can't I get a ghost like that? Um, so they just tell you a bunch of stories about ghosts within the Yellowstone National Park and different things like that. So that would be cool if you want to plan a road trip to, like, it even gives you road trips, where to stay, see and do. They have photos, they have travelers guides, they give you maps, history and culture, uh, protect our parks, different things like that, which is cool. Because everybody should go to a giant volcano. Why not? It's a super volcano. If people didn't know that, which is pretty freaking cool. Why wouldn't you want to, you know, go visit a giant super volcano? Anyway, so that's our stories right now is hauntings and ghosts that you've seen in Yellowstone National Park or that you've seen anywhere, if you've seen one in your house or a place that you live. But let me dig into the bag of tricks again. And what do we get? What do we have? What do we have? Oh, this is a sick looking t-shirt already, I can tell. Okay, here we go. You ready? Sorry, I'm trying to move it back so you can see it all. Okay, as you can see, we got some letters on the shirt, right? Big bold letters, okay? So, what we have to do again is decipher. And I don't have my assistant here, so everything's going to kind of be jacked up. But what I see here is it says haunted Yellowstone. I do see like the the R's upside down, and there's an A upside down. Maybe. Hold on, people. See the A at the top of the skull? It's all. Oh, there we go. There we go. So we got to decipher. We got to decipher that and enter that deciphered code. Okay, let me get it up here if I can. Come on, you can do it. I know it's really bright, but you can do it. Yeah, it's too bright. There's a website on the front of this card. Let's see if I hold it back here. If it'll. Anyway, so you got to put that code into paraboxmonthly.com/05HY. Okay, so let's type that in real quick. So we type in www.parabox monthly, and then you get your .com. Don't forget the .com, people. 05 HY. Enter. How to play? Nope, I don't want to play. No, yes. So on the website, they have things for obviously national parks, different, and then they got a video you can watch to Home of the Paranormal Puzzle Tees. They got a puzzle tee thing on there. Some other paranormal things to subscribe to. Different T-shirts that you can get. That's pretty cool. But I don't see where to type in my code. Yeah, okay. Hold on. Oh, that's because it didn't type it in all the way. Okay, paranormalmonthly.com. And then I need the slash thing. And then 05HY. Enter. That do it? Come on. Woo! Okay, and I got to enter the password. Okay, so the password, let's go and see what the letters are here, okay? So our letters are I got to flip the shirt upside down, right? Okay. So we have an A. Let me get a notepad and a pen. We have, okay, so yes, we have 1A. So let's put that there. A. And then we got an L and a D. Okay. Let's go RN. 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 And then I think that's a C and an O. So let's go CO. CO. Okay, now, so we got A, L, D, R, N, C, O. Okay, let's put the t-shirt aside. Right there. Okay, now, what word does that spell? Okay, so I'm going to put the letters out here for you. We have, let's do capital A, L, D, R, N, C, O. Okay, it's going to come up twice for you because Turnbuckle Studios automatically puts it out for me because I'm running, obviously, through their product. And thank you again for Turnbuckle Studios for being a big supporter of the Boar's Nest and letting me use your product to get my product out there, I guess. Okay, while we're thinking of that, people, I'm going to take a really quick break so that we could figure that out. So take those letters, unscramble them, figure out what it spells, and put it in the comments. Please and thank you. And then we're going to put it on the computer here, and I'll be right back. Enjoy the break.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand, the wrestling brand. A brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. Collar and Elbow is the brand. Passion and love for wrestling is the drive. I am Al Snow, and this is Collar and Elbow, the wrestling brand.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. My name once again is BubbaDuke. Welcome to the Boar's Nest. I know it's not the same as previous episodes. The Boar's Nest is under construction. We're looking for a new location. Boss Hog is getting a little pricey on the rent, so we had to move. This is not permanent. This is just temporary. The Boar's Nest will be back up and running once I find a good place to go. Okay, so it doesn't show the letters I was told. But if the viewer that tells me that could type the correct answer for those letters in the chat, I would greatly appreciate it. That would be great. So once again, those letters, because when I typed them into the comments, it didn't show up. I'm sorry about that. I thought it would. So my bad. So those letters once again are A, L, D, R, N, C, O. Once again, I feel like I'm playing bingo. Your letter is B2. Bingo. Okay, so the letters A, L, D, R, N, C, O. I know what it spells, but I'm just waiting to see if you could put it in the comments and tell me if it what it is. Would be great. Okay, so I'm going to type what I think it is into, and I think it's all C-A-L. Okay, hit the go button. Boom, baby. Okay. Whoa, that is crazy. Okay, so what it does, it's cauldron. The word is, and I guessed it, is cauldron. Caldron. Cauldron. Cauldron. Thank you to the viewer who got that. I think that was Felicia that texted me that in private chat. She's a fan. So yeah, that's awesome. It's cauldron. So you'll get when you get in there, it literally gives you a legend, the legend of Yellowstone National Park. It just says haunted Yellowstone, the legend of Yellowstone's most notorious ghost begins. Notorious ghosts, ghost begins in 1915 in New York. How does it begin in New York? When a teenage daughter of a wealthy shipping company owner rejected her arranged marriage. Ooh, she had fallen in love with a much older man who worked in their house as a servant. Oh, she fell in love with the servant man. Ooh. And wanted to marry him instead. Ooh. You can't marry servants back in those days. That was no. But it gives you a bunch of story. You just type in Yellowstone National Park logs.com. Again, Yellowstone National Park .logs or at logs.com. And it gives you a video for true disturbing Yellowstone National Park stories. Okay, it just gives you that. And then you got a picture and a word decipher we got to figure out. With a password, and then we submit and enter that password. So I'm going to leave that for later. To do that later. Oops, sorry. I know that's loud probably. But yeah, I got to figure that out. Find the name of the Yellowstone attraction featured in the image below. Use the clues and Google Earth to help you in your quest. Ooh. I know that is not Old Faithful. That is not. That is. That's interesting. We got to figure that one out, people. Thank you, Felicia. Again, here is the correct answer. Cauldron. I don't know what that thing is behind her name, but that is interesting. Whatever that is, right there. Oops, right here. The only one probably watching my program right now, but that's okay. I wish I could share that image somehow, but I don't want to monkey with stuff right now in the middle of my program. I know I gotta share screen. Share screen. And then it should bring up this. Share. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make this bigger so that you see it properly. Yes, so thank you, Felicia, for that answer. I appreciate that very much. I don't know if this is going to work. Oh, it's too small. Bummer, dude. But that's the thing I got to figure out. Maybe if I just made it smaller, would it? Oh, no, because it does that. I'm sorry. I tried. I really did. Sorry. Yeah, that's what we say. But that's okay. I tried. So it's the thing. I got to read it and find the. I guess I got to find the longitude and latitude of where this thing is on a map, and then put that number in, and we're off to the races, entering to win free merchandise and or whatever they feel like giving me for this amazing. I call it. I don't want to call it a witch hunt, but it's something to keep your mind busy and something you can do with the family and the kids. You know what I mean? So again, here's the T-shirt. It was all folded up nice. I just unfolded it because I'm a goofball. That is definitely one of the cooler T-shirts, aside from that Battleship one that I got. The first one, I think it was. Yeah, the first one was the Battleship one. I'll put that over there with them. This card can go up here with the rest of them. But so ghost stories. If anybody has a ghost story, please feel free to type it in here, or link your ghost story to whatever. I know this isn't going to be the super long episode of the Boar's Nest. I do apologize for that. But listen, in the next couple months, there's going to be some big things happening here in the Boar's Nest. The Boar's Nest might be hitting the road on a motorbike. So I might be hitting the road with the Boar's Nest. And if I can get to a car show and or get my buddy who is part of the Boar's Nest, who is an avid fan of the Dukes of Hazzard, and actually has a General Lee, if I could somehow get this guy to Canada to interview him about what has happened in his life since acquiring the General, I will always salute that car. He has, I know, in the last week, has had an interesting experience via the car, and a couple individuals very closely tied to that car. I would love to have him come on and do a quick interview, even if it's like 2 minutes. Um, just to show us the car, show us why, and tell us why. Sorry, not show. I guess you can't. Yeah, you can kind of show why, but to tell us why he loves the Dukes of Hazzard so much. I can tell you personally, the Dukes of Hazzard is, as far as I'm concerned, a wholesome family show about nothing but respecting each other, working together, and having some good times with nobody getting hurt in the end, which is what I think the show was about personally. If I could have the car, bro, I would take the car. I would love that car. I don't want to say to get treated better than one of my kids, but it might. It just might. Sorry, kid. No, honestly, I would just love to take a ride in it, share that with you here on the Boar's Nest, and just let you experience what I experience in life. I think that's what the Boar's Nest is going to be more about. I know I do a lot of things that I like, a lot of things you like, but mostly it's things that I'm interested in. Like you're going to see some gaming. I might be actually gaming here in the next little while. I do have a Twitch account. It's the Boar's Nest with BubbaDuke 188, I think. I know it's the Boar's Nest with BubbaDuke. Not sure if I added the 188 in there after it, like it is here on my. But needless to say, you're going to see some video gaming. You're going to see some. I might do some video drops. We'll call it, where I'm going to drop video of me just driving down the highway. Whether it's in a transport, on a motorbike, in a car, whatever. And you're just going to listen to some great tunes. And I just might turn the camera and do an interview with my whoever's in the passenger seat with me. I just might put the camera on them and just watch how they react to different questions. We're going to do some more of these T-shirts. I do have I think it's 4 times a year it gets dropped, the AEW exclusive AEW loot box, like Carl Kerfeld does with pro wrestling loot. This one is exclusive to AEW. Get t-shirts like he does. We're getting an autograph like he does. And we're going to get some other little gems, I'll call them, within this box. It's coming in the next couple months because it's basically going to be after this pay-per-view, it's going to drop. So it's going to be, is it Double or Nothing that's coming up this month? I think it's Double or Nothing. Either way, we're getting 2 t-shirts, an autograph, and I hope it's going to be the bomb. If it's not good after the 4 drop, I just might cancel it, but I highly doubt it because I'm pretty big on AEW right now. I haven't been watching a lot of wrestling via right now because, again, the Boar's Nest is kind of chaotic. Life is kind of chaotic. I'm back at a shoot job now. I'm not just, getting content anymore. I'm literally out there doing my job now, which is fun. I'm back to driving rig, which, hey, more power to anybody that drives rig. But yeah, I think I'm going to check out. I got one more commercial. I just want to check it out. I got to throw this out there because I 110% support everybody that is part of Turnbuckle Studios. So let's go and throw it to Turnbuckle Studios. Here we go. Enjoy this for two minutes.
The official Turnbuckle Studios shop is open. Official merchandise from all the favorite shows, plus merchandise you can only find here. Stuff from Turnbuckle Studios. Carl Carafel unboxes. The Boar's Nest with BubbaDuke. Miscellaneous products that you can only find here. Beats and beatdowns. And Turnbuckle Talk. Find all this merchandise exclusively at carlcarafel.redbubble.com.
Woohoo! There you go, people. You want exclusive merchandise from Turnbuckle Studios? Definitely check out the carlcarafel.redbubble.com. Because if you don't, you're not going to get cool merch. You can get the Boar's Nest logo that you see here. You can get that on everything. T-shirts, sweaters, coffee cups. Dude, you name it. I'm sure you could probably put it on a hat. I might get one and put it like right here. So you guys see the Boar's Nest. That would be cool. If you don't get your merch, then that's on you, because I know for a fact you can get a sticker of the Boar's Nest logo right there for less than $5, and that's including shipping. So you're burning your own hole in your own pocket if you don't go get your merch. Listen, the new show that Carl does, Beats and Beatdowns. Sorry, Beats and Beatdowns. You got to check that program out if you haven't checked it out yet. It is on spot. What they talk about and what they discuss on that show is amazing. And if you haven't checked out Turnbuckle Talk, you are in the wrong place, the wrong time. You need to check out Turnbuckle Talk. Every episode is online. They have Spotify. They have, you name it, they got it. Turnbuckle Studios takes care of all their product, 110%. Get your product. Get on the shows. All you got to type in is Turnbuckle Studios on YouTube, and you find everything that's ever been on this program, everything that's been on Turnbuckle Talk, everything that's Turnbuckle Studios, period, is on there. So my shout out to Carl Carafelt. Man, you are running a great product, and I am proud and honored to be a part of your product. Again, thank you, my friend, my brother, wherever you are deep inside the Wrestle House. You keep doing your thing, brother. The Turnbuckle Studios product will go on forever, and the Boar's Nest will be right there with it, 110%. Now, so I had a question. I don't know if anybody commented. I don't think anybody's commenting. No comments. Ghost Stories. That was my shameless promotion, by the way, for Turnbuckle Studios. Hopefully there's a check in the mail. Ghost stories. Now I have a few, and people kind of laugh at me and say, "Ha ha ha, whatever, buddy. You're just pulling a leg." But I've seen in the building here in my hometown. They have an old. It's a museum now. It used to be a post office. It used to be this. It used to be that. Right, one of those buildings. They just can't tear down. Now it's got a clock tower, so it's a museum with a clock tower on top. Cool beans. I've seen stuff in the windows at night because I used to work at a bar beside it, and I've seen shadows. I've seen figures moving in windows. Blah blah blah. Uh, I have a friend of a friend who used to work there, and said that the cart, because he used to go freshen up the displays and put certain things in, take certain things out, because it was part of like students would go there and play like scavenger hunt within the building, right? You had to go find this, you had to go find that. So he'd freshen things up. He said that that cart on a certain floor, perfectly level, because they've tried letting the cart go, they've done their debunking, as we call it in that industry, and the cart would roll on its own. No, thank you, goodbye. But I am trying to get some professional people together to see if we can get into this museum at night and try to contact, if at any point there's anything there, check it out, see what's there, and or debunk that it's just, hey, the floor at that, at that angle and this thing, that perfect scenario, it moved. But I want to debunk that stuff. Now, I know Carl has at one time, I don't know if we have footage of it. I don't know. I don't know. We might have to see and talk to him and the group that he was with at that point in time. Went to a ship that is no longer in our hometown, the Norgoma. It used to be a ferry for the city to get from Canada to the States. They did a ghost hunt, we'll call it, or an investigation, sorry, would be better. A ghost investigation. And apparently they had footage of shadows or things moving and blah, 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 right? So I want to get that on here. I want to get Carl Kerfeld on here to talk to us about said videos and his experiences with the paranormal. Now I know I've had an experience with a higher power, a darker power, and some people won't believe it. Some people will. Some people will be like, "Dude, why are you not in like a monastery hiding from this thing?" So the experience was I was I made a decision to clean my life. A lot of people don't know this. Some people do. I used to be a alcoholic and a drug abuser way back, like almost 17 years ago now. I made the decision to clean my life and live the proper life and be, a nice person. And I had a demon, the one that was running my life at that point, as I was driving, right here in my face, telling me he was going to kill me. And when he decided to leave, I had barely enough time to slam the brakes on the car that I was driving and turn so I didn't hit the ditch. And it's not just a ditch. This thing would have engulfed the car that I was driving. I was driving an 88 Lincoln Town Car. So basically what they call a land yacht. Okay, I would have went in nose first. It would have taken the whole car in that hole. It would have been gone. You would have just seen taillights basically. I just missed the ditch. And everyone's like, dude, why are you not in a monastery hiding from this demon? I'll tell you why, because I'm not letting a demon or anything like that run my life anymore. I run my life, and I do what I want to do. Hence why the boar's nest is very it's an acquired taste for some people, because I do swear, I tell you the truth. I don't beat around the bush about shit like some people do. And I don't know anybody that really does that. I know Turnbuckle Talk, they tell you how it is. So here in the boar's nest, it is a very acquired taste. You either like it or you don't like it. So yeah, that's kind of how it is. But yes, I had that demon tell me he was going to kill me. So I moved on with my life. I got clean, sober. I have been for 16 and a half years. Doing pretty good. Loving every day. Every minute of it. Every minute of it. But anyway, we are going to have some more spooky stories, some more conspiracy theories, and different things like that coming your way because, well, hey, who doesn't like talking about conspiracies and the things we don't know about, like ghosts? I say we do it. What do you people say? Do you think I continue this little series of conspiracies and ghosts and goblins? And is it true? Is it not true? Did it happen? Did it not happen? Dun, dun, dun. You tell me. But I hate to say it. I hate to go. I don't want to. These guys are always fun to entertain and be with and talk to. But BubbaDuke has a shoot job and I have things I got to do. I got to find a place for the boar's nest so we could call it home and get it done. So again, don't forget to check out Carl Carafelt at Carl Carafelt at, is it Carl Carafelt at Red Bubble? Get your merch, get your merch, get your merch. Maybe make me some money. No, I don't care. I don't care about the money. I just want to have fun and entertain and be a crazy ass behind this mic. So keep your eyes out for the boar's nest. Wild things are coming. Big things are coming. And I am out.